5 questions to ask before buying a used motorcycle. Number 1. Do you have the title? You'll want to see if the motorcycle's VIN number matches the one on its title. With the VIN you can research a motorcycle's history and find out if it's ever been wrecked or stolen. A title will indicate whether the bike's been salvaged, which drastically reduces resale price. Visually inspect the VIN number, generally located on the steering head or the frame, to make sure the numbers are legible and haven't been stamped over or tampered with. A title history report will also show you how many times the motorcycle has been registered with the DMV, when it was done, and how many owners it's had. Also make sure the seller's name matches the one on the title. If a seller doesn't have the title, getting it registered isn't going to be easy, so you might just want to turn and walk away. Number 2. Ask the owner to keep the motorcycle cold when you show up to check it out. Before you meet to check out the bike, ask the owner to leave it cold. Why, you say? A hot engine can hide starting issues that might cost you down the line. Firing it up from a cold start will also give you an idea of what state the battery is in. If a motorcycle's been sitting for a long time, fueling issues could materialize and starting can be labored. How does it idle? Listen closely for ticking, grinding, or any other unusual noises. Peek back and see if it smokes when you fire it up, because heavy blue smoke could be an indicator of worn piston rings or valve seals. Number 3. Mind if I check the tire pressure? Motorcycle tires can tell you plenty about how a motorcycle has been ridden and taken care of. Bring a pressure gauge with you when you make this request. If a person doesn't even take the time to keep the proper amount of pressure in their tires, you can only guess how well they've stayed on top of other basic maintenance. Peeled rubber at the edges is a potential sign that a motorcycle has been raced on a track. Wavy wear patterns could indicate suspension problems, while longitudinal wear might mean the owner loved doing smoky burnouts. Check to see how old the tires are while you're at it. Look for the date code, a 4-digit number in an oval symbol. On the tire's sidewall, the first 2 digits represent the week and the second 2 the year, so a code that reads 3320 means the tire was made in the 33rd week of 2020. Be leery if a tire's got barely any wear but is a couple of years old. It could have a flat spot from sitting too long and be another looming expense. Number 4. Can I take a peek under the seat? Popping the seat will give you a chance to inspect the wiring and possibly even the carbs, EFI and rear suspension. Pay particular attention to the battery to see if it has any extra wiring running to it. Be on the lookout for frays, crimps, electrical tape, or any wires leading to nowhere. I've only met a few people who enjoy troubleshooting motorcycle wiring, and I'm pretty sure they're masochists. It took me some time to deduce the fact that the previous owner of the last Sportster I bought had incorrectly installed heated grips that were draining the battery even when the motorcycle was off. That was a fun one. If you pop off a motorcycle's seat and the wiring's nice and tidy and there's no dust or greasy buildup in the area the owner didn't expect you to be inspecting, then you can be fairly confident they took good care of their ride. Number 5. Can I take it for a ride, or watch you take it for a ride? It's always a good idea to take the bike for a spin if you can. So check with the seller beforehand and bring your helmet and riding gear. Personally, I'm not buying a used motorcycle before I know how it performs, so if the owner won't let me ride it, I'll ask them to ride it past me, do some turns, accelerate, and brake while I watch and listen. If they won't ride it in front of you, that's probably a bad sign. Assuming they let you take for a rip, before you get going too fast, give the brakes a squeeze and make sure you've got plenty of stopping power. Shift through the gears to feel how the transmission engages. Listen for any knocks or rattles in the engine. How's it sound and feel its speed? Is there any head shake or wobble to the front? Swing the handlebars from side to side at a standstill to make sure it turns smoothly. If it feels notchy, the head bearings might be in bad shape. How do the motorcycle's ergonomics fit you? After riding, check the engine for any leaks that may have materialized since heating up. Does anything smell like it's burning? Riding it will also give you a chance to ask the owner any more questions you might have. Word to the wise, though. If something doesn't feel right, or if the owner doesn't come off as forthcoming with answers to your questions, don't hesitate to walk away because intuition more often is right. Keep in your mind these 5 tips. It will help you to enjoy your future ride. Drop a Gear Club. Please make sure to subscribe our channel and share our videos. Yes, we're bikers.